Hello friends, today we'll be discussing on a very important topic, how to develop clarity in life and have proper decision making. Mental clarity is a state of mind in which you are more focused and your perception is clear. With mental clarity, you are able to recognize, understand and organize your thoughts. What are the ways we can develop clarity? Before we go into this, we need to know that today lack of clarity is a big problem in the world. There is lack of clarity about the marriage choices, about life's decision, about the future, about the career, about the goals, about the roles, about the responsibilities, and how to develop clarity. First thing is to create space where you are staying. The more there is clutter in the room and in the office, more the things are in the awkward place and not in the right place, more the external environment goes in and there is lack of clarity. Second important thing is whatever problem or clarity we have, we did not keep it in the mind, but we need to put it down on a paper. When you put things down on a paper, the pros and the cons, then you can analyze the things in a much better way. Nowadays, today's youth and people think that the more they do multitasking, the more they are smarter. But always remember that God has made our brains and mind in such a way that we can do one thing at a time. Without doing one thing at a time, without focus, there is no success. Just like a lens moving in front of the sun cannot burn the piece of paper. If we practice distraction, we will get more distracted and lose our clarity. And if we practice focus, there will be more focus. Today's world helps us practice distraction every moment. There is a WhatsApp pop-up, there is a WhatsApp message, there is a Facebook pop-up, YouTube, social media, and so many other distractions from time to time, whether it be a social media or a phone call or any other message, that we cannot practice focus in our life, and wherever attention goes, energy flows. There is very much importance of staying in a solitary place and having some daily dose of silence. It is important to be detached from the general mass of people and to write down the goals very, very clearly. The goals which needed to be written down need to be SMART, specific, S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for realistic, and T for time bound. We do not know that what kind of thought processes cause us the way we think we are. So there is a need to change the attitude and our belief systems in such a way that we are able to be pinpointed in our decision making. Generally, we use the words ever, never, always, but these needs to be deleted from the dictionary, because what if our never are what we want the most? Sometimes we use words which we really don't believe in. And to develop mental clarity, we need to come out of the BMW mode, the blaming, mourning, and the wailing mode. When we wear a red color lens, the whole world appears red. And when we wear a green lens, the world appears green. But to see the truth as it is, we have to see properly from a perspective which is not adulterated by material conditioning. Everything in this world comes with a package. There is no 100% right decision or 100% wrong decision. Life is not a Boolean algebra which runs in 1 and 0. Life is always decimal. Life is not black and white. Life always runs in gray zone. So we need to understand that sometimes we need to take a decision and then make it right. It is not that we wait for the right time to come when we get the right clarity. You do the right thing and the right time will come and the right clarity will be there. Our mind is often confused that if only we want to do good and have no negativities in our life, or we want only success and absolutely no failure in life, we only want love in life and no hatred, and we want only appreciation in life and no criticism, then also we cannot have the clarity, because perfection is a myth. Only God can be perfect. We can only try our best. We cannot do the best. So what to do, friends, to develop clarity? Very important is to increase your level of self-awareness, to see that as soon as the question about the decision comes, what is the gut feeling? What is the first response which is coming? And that generally answers the question, because it springs from the heart within, from the Paramatma director within the heart. Follow the flow and you will gain the clarity. Clarity reveals itself when we flow in the natural flow of life. Instead of fixing the areas of resistance and struggle, when we follow the path of least resistance, and just like fish swims effortlessly in water, when we move the life in a flow, clarity comes in life. Observe very carefully in your life that what are the stories people are creating. Observe very carefully what the games people are playing, and just observe under the story what is the predominant feeling. If the feeling is good, you will feel happy, and if the feeling is bad, you won't feel happy. Under every feeling there is a need. When the need is fulfilled, you feel happy. When the need is not fulfilled, we are not happy. So what is the need for you and what is your need in life? We need to identify that and have strategies to fulfill the needs. Generally, people are detached from the needs and get more attached to the strategies. But it is important to be attached to your needs and detached from the strategies, or you could have multiple options to fulfill your needs and develop that clarity in life. Apart from this, self-reflection is very, very important. Take time to reflect on your interest and write down these things. When you keep writing on the paper, the flow of thoughts become clear and new ideas come in the mind. When you clear your mental stuff on paper, new ideas can come up in mind. An idea can change in life. There is a need to take guidance from SMEs, subject matter experts in that field, who can give you clarity in that line. There is a need to explore new situations and new things, and maybe an idea comes from there. One who fails to plan will definitely plan to fail. So accountability, support and planning are very much required for the right clarity in life. And to overcome self-doubt, we need to talk to our own self, write it down on a paper and check the pros and cons. It is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam as the water in its pure and natural state, before it comes in contact with earth, it is clear, sweet and unruffled. So the characteristics of pure consciousness is that it is complete, serene, has complete clarity and freedom from distraction, just like a clean lake where the water is not ruffled. To get clarity, we need to have the proper decision-making skills. How to take decisions? Think in long term, not in short term. Things in years, not in days. Rather than prioritizing your schedules, it is better to schedule your priorities. Think about the long-term consequences. Have the long-term thoughts. Just see your decision, how long you can do it and how much they do it, and to check how much patience and perseverance we have to stick to our decision. How much is the sustainability of the decision? We can do a SWOT analysis. That means write the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, SWOT, about your decisions. And do you know, my dear friends, what is a decision fatigue? Decision fatigue is a very important word where mental energy required to take a decision is so high that it trades off our decision making skill because of that mental energy to take that decision. Especially when it comes from kinds of decision which requires maximum amount of cognitive grit to weigh the pros and cons. As it is told, well begun is half done. A stitch in time saves nine. Make hay while the sun shines and strike the rod when it is hot. Timing is a very, very important thing in decision, and decisions need to happen at the right time, because if a decision goes a little bit here and there, we need to have to pay through our nose for the wrong decision we have made. Sometimes a decision may not be perfect because perfection is a myth. So it is better to take the decision and make it right rather than not at all taking the decision throughout the life. Do more with less. You might think you need as much more information as possible before you are able to make a choice. But too much research can also cause paralysis through analysis, and too many cooks also spoil the broth. Gathering too much data and asking for too many opinions can lead to mental overload, paralysis through analysis, and making the wrong choice. So it is always better to consider the opposites. In a decision making, always see what is the worst thing which can happen, and we also see what is the best thing which can happen in this decision, and take a range of all these things. Stay away from the what if game. What if this happens? What if that happens? Well, these are all imaginary things. Generally, the imagination never happens. It is only a thought in the mind. And at some point or the other, you need to put the trust in your own belief system. Whatever decision we take, we need to take the responsibility of that decision, that whatever consequences will come from the decision, I am ready to take it without playing the game of blame on anyone else. So these are small things on this huge topic of how to develop clarity in life and take the proper decision. Last but not the least, I would mention two things that Vedic astrology really helps to take you the right decisions in life, because the charts are a screenshot of your karmic records, akashic records, which we need to really check out before taking decision. And really, last but not the least, clairvoyance is a very important skill. The siddhis by which the siddhas, or you can develop that gut feeling, you can develop that clairvoyance where you can peep into the past and sneak into the future and see things beyond the material realm at the metaphysical level. Yesterday is a history and tomorrow is a mystery, and you can solve this mystery of tomorrow through astrology and clairvoyance and take the right decisions in life. So on one hand, there are the Vedic scriptures, the ancient texts, which are the words of God. There is astrology and there is clairvoyance, which is the final triangle through which our clarity and decision needs to come out in life. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please like and subscribe the channel, and please give your inputs as to what are the problems you are facing in your decision making. Thank you very much.